suspense. Well, good morning, Spurs fans. It's Paul, the Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. I hope you're all well this morning. It's a bright and breezy, beautiful day out today, actually. 10 past 7 a.m. on October the 10th, 2024. There's more in 24. I'd like to start the stream as usual by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land from where I'm streaming today. The Wallamedigal people of the Darug Nation, Ingani, Warramee. Hope you're all well. Like to pay my respects to your elders past, present and emerging, and recognise that sovereignty wasn't ceded, still no treaty, always was and always will be Aboriginal land. That's the way it is, folks. Hey, how we going? Just thought, nice day, bugger all to talk about. We're on, what, day 4? Day 4 of the desert, the barrenness that is the international break. But we fight on. We fight on. Because we're Tottenham Hotspur, by far the greatest team the galaxy's ever seen. Now, a few people snuck into the chat. I don't know if I'll go for an hour this morning. We'll see how we go. A few people got in. Mark in, as usual. In like Flynn. Hello again, my good man. How was your day? Well, I've just been asleep. I've just woken up. It's all an illusion. It's a facade. Because Tom Lowry is saying, how, man. Twice in one day. Well, for me anyway. Yeah, no. It's a new day. New day. I look out the window, beautiful blue sky, with a crane, building shit. More in 24. Tom Lowry, I'm listening to live from the gym in Glasgow. Are you getting pumped, ready for when we go up and smash Rangers? Is that the plan, Tom? So you're all in fit fettle, ready, maybe get some vocal training so you can sing better or something. Tom also says, foolishly, I've listened to other channels. Oh, there's your mistake, man. Oh, the wailing and gnashing of teeth. The despair. Oh, dear. We've won 5 in a row, folks. Bloody hell, man. Won't be making that mistake again. Oh, well, at least you learned, man. You learned. I'm my own worst enemy. I know. Sometimes you have a little look, don't you? I have a little look just to see what they're on about so I can spot it when weirdos come in here, Just scrub it quickly. It's all you need to do. It's the same shit time and time again. They just want us to lose. City till July. Their fans, asterisk, conditions apply. They're all putting the boot in. Bugger them all. Who thinks Hippie should do a rock lounge every so often? Oh. Well, maybe it's off season. I don't know. I've only got... but I only play the bass, man. So, it's not really on its own. It needs stuff with it. But, hey, if you want to hear some of my bass playing, then...
Mickey van der Ven. Better. Faster. Stronger.
I had a lot of fun making that one up. Members got an exclusive behind-the-scenes boring video, because that's what you get if you join the commune here. Whenever I knock stuff up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this more. So when I'm just doing things, I'll just record what I'm doing and upload it. I mean, if you want to see it, you can see it. If you don't, you don't. But there we go. All right, now, can I do the chat yet? There's a few people watching. Hello, folks. Thanks for joining me. I'd support that. And then I think it buggered up again. Oh, no, here we go. I think we got something here. Stephen Shipman. Hello, man. Big up yourself as a United fan. United. We have different teams, but same attitude towards life. Cheers from the States. Yeah, well, football's football, isn't it? Football's football. Nice to see you here. Tom's smiling. Just checking here. I think I've got all the chat up. Might have missed one somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. Darius Talbotson, 77. Hey, Paul, hope you're well, mate. Yeah. Oh, can you drop... You want to... I don't do requests. I don't do requests. Can you drop a Fred Dynage Southern TV jingle in for our Willis? And there we go. Bionic Fred this morning. Padfooters. Good afternoon from here in the United States of America. Just pulled myself up. Well, you know, obviously a bowl of cornflakes is what we're talking about here, YouTube monitors, to get me through this international break. Yeah, Fruit Loops or something like that. Of course. Good time to do it. Good time to do it. Darius Torberson, 77, big up all in the chat. Yeah, man. Padfooters, big up Darius. Stephen Shipman, hell, I played bass for years. Oh, well, it's fun, isn't it? I mean, I'm not saying I'm very good or anything like that. I just enjoy having a little tinker. Obviously, I think I'm all right. Yep. There we go. Darius Torberson, 77. Paul, mate, you crack me up. Well, that's the idea. I'm glad I'm doing something right, man. That's cool. Stephen Ship, I don't know what that face means. I don't speak emoji. That probably means something to people that are under the age of 50. Raymaker is twisting my melon. Member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Memberships and super chats are always available if you want to help the channel out, make me drive a bit less and do a bit more of this. Evening Hotspur Hippie. Your Manchester accent was spot on, by the way. Well, misspent youth at the Hacienda. That's what it was, man. Then were the days. It's a block of apartments now. That's progress, isn't it? Brilliant. Yeah, when I was at uni in Sheffield, I sort of hang around with the entertainments committee. So I met quite a few bands and stuff. It was quite fun. I was supposed to be getting a degree. That didn't work out. But thank you to the UK government for all that money you gave me. Yeah, I was one of those annoying bastards. Tom Lowry. Paul, have you been to the new stadium yet? No, man. I haven't been back to England since 2012. Any plans for a trip over? Yeah, no, I'm maybe next year or the year after. Could be on the cards. You know, got to save up some money and do all the boring stuff. But yeah, it's possible. It's possible. It'd be fun. Be fun to come over. Stephen Shipman, I was laughing at a cereal comment. Yeah, well, I mean, we're promoting healthy eating here. Not like, oh, God, those YouTube channels that promote, was it? It's like cornflakes or, no, it's like Fruit Loops that it costs about 50 quid a box. What's it called? Magic Spoon? No, they're not sponsoring me. No sponsors on this. No sponsors on this. Because you get caught out when you do that, because the popular ones all seem to be kind of a bit on the nose, you know, like BetterHelp, or there was that dodgy one that said if you buy a plot of land in Scotland, you can call yourself a lord. It's all... Hey! Now, hang on. I'm just seeing some green foreign matter appear on my screen here, so I've just got... It's because the sun's coming across, so I've got to just tweak this a little bit. There we go. It's going to make me look like I've got liver failure. A bit jaundiced, but it's better than having green splodges there. Mile High Hotspur. Hey, howdy, my hippie homie. Hey, man, hippies and homies. I haven't watched your latest video yet. Hey, get on over to Mile High Hotspur. Give him a like and a sub. Stick your link in. Oh, why aren't you a sub? Not a sub, a mod. Oh, you are a mod. There you go. Stick your link in, man. I like what Leo's doing on his channel. It's something different. I like something different. It's worth a go, isn't it? Because if you don't do something different, you just end up with a channel that looks like this. Seven people sitting in their bedroom shouting at each other. That's what football YouTube is about these days. Bollocks to that. Not having that here. Oh! Channel news. Do-do-do-do-do. Hang on, I'll give myself a bit of breaking news. Friend of the show, Vince Regari, who's an Australian journalist that focuses on football, or as we call it, soccer, and that's what the rest of the world bloody called it as well. Don't call it soccer, it's football. Well, people in England in the 70s were calling it soccer. Pat Jennings himself calls it soccer. You're going to pick a fight with Big Pat? No, I don't think you are you? He's going to come on. We're just sorting out a date. He's written a new book, a biography of Ange Postecoglou, and I haven't read it yet. I better read it before he comes on. So it's probably going to be in the next couple of weeks. So I'll have to get my skates on and read it. So at least it's polite, isn't it? And because one day in the Uber, I picked him up from the airport, and he'd just come back from England after interviewing Ange for his book, and so we had a bit of a chat. Quite funny actually, because he gets in the car and he says, "Do you support Tottenham?" I said, "Yeah." He says, so he recognised me, but I recognised Vince from when Ange joined Celtic. I met her because I started watching a few of the Celtic channels like How. Is it 67 How? That was the one I like watching most. And he was on there saying how good Ange was, and he's been doing it again. And he did a good stream with who was he on with? Was it Chris Cowling? Can't remember now, but it was good. He's a good guy, Chris. Is Vince. Because being a football journalist in Australia, hey man, I think you've got to be very secure in your own mind to do something like that because of the way football's regarded on him. So he's one of the good guys. So Vince Regari coming on whenever. There we go. Oh, hang on. There we go. Oh, hi, Hotspur. Great stuff, Leo. Keep doing it. Well, I mean, don't listen to me. You do what you want, man. Do what you want. But I'm enjoying it. Thank you. I'm trying something different. Yeah, it's the way to do it, man. It's the way to do it. Otherwise, like I say, it's just that, isn't it? It's just that. Boring. Just 7 people sitting in dimly lit bedrooms shouting about how crap Tottenham are. Lee Pye, hello, Paul. Did you know J.K. Rowling a Tottenham fan? Oh, really? That's a bit disappointing, isn't it? Oh, well, never mind. You can't have it all your own way. And Tom Holland, yeah. Well, Jar Wobble, who I think is a fantastic bass player. I love listening to his stuff when I was a kid. He's a mad Spurs fan. We don't have really that many, we're I don't know. Oh, Kenneth Branagh, there's one. That's about it, isn't it? I mean, Chelsea have got a load of twats, haven't they? Like David Mellor and John Major. I mean, what would you expect from Chelsea? They're all bother boys and thugs. There you go. Now, I did see some news about Ange I won't be able to find it now, keeping some players back, because they're all on international break, and he's gonna have a special bollocking session to make sure they don't fold in a game again and try and see a game out. It's what happens when you play Plan B, folks. Plan B was second half against Brighton. That's what that was, mate. Let's have a look. We got any news? Tottenham news. Tottenham tempted to sell Vicario for 50 million quid. So a look at who's saying this load of old shite, eh? Oh, Paul Robinson said it. Okay. So there's nothing. Oh, Ange Postecoglou blamed for Tottenham issues due to his attitude. Who's blaming him? Is it someone at the club? Let's find out. Football pundit Don Hutchison. Don Hutchison. Not Don Hutchison that played for Manchester City in 1981 that we beat. Not that Don Hutchison. I think he's got an axe to grind. He still can't get over it. He still can't get over it. Hutchinson criticised Spurs boss for being too obsessed with attacking play. Well, so was Keith Birkinshaw, mate. Where's the quote? I'm going to scroll down 500 and... Oh, I can't see a quote. Well, Don Hutchinson has urged something. And there's tips that Tyrese Hall and Dorrington are going to make debuts in the Europa League, which is good, isn't it? It's good, isn't it? Yeah, a bit of news there, a bit of tap dancing. Tom, the guitarist from Coldplay. Oh, God. Can't we get anyone cooler than that? I mean, Coldplay. I know people my age that don't know anything about music like Coldplay, but bloody hell, folks. Is that the best we got? Ah, well. It's the most insipid, boring, bloody band going. It sounds like music, but it ain't. Oh, hi, Hotspur. There's a few pics of Bob Marley in a Spurs top. Is that right? I don't think I've seen a pic. I know Bob Marley was a Spurs supporter. Hang on. Let's just have a quick look. No! Is that real? Is this real? Hey, I don't know if this will come out. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. How cool's that? Ha ha ha. Ha ha, you can keep your JK Rowling. Look at this. No, I think that's a fake. Yeah, I don't know if these are fakes or not. That one looks genuine. What's this one? Don't know about that one. No, I think that one looks real, though. That one... Oh, hang on. No. Fake. Ah, bloody internet. There's a genuine one going round. Tom Lowry, former West Ham player Don Hutchinson. I'm pretty sure that's the... unless there's a couple of Don Hutchinsons, but he played Don Hutchinson. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure he played for Man City in 81. Oh, this looks like a different Don Hutchinson. Yeah, no, this is a very different one. Very different one. There must be two. Yeah, he played for West Ham. Millwall. No. Who's it? Nah, twat. Oh, Hotspur. No, I've seen that pic a long time ago. I don't know if it's real though, man, because I saw another one with the same pose and it's a different shirt. So, but he was definitely a Spurs fan. Definitely a Spurs fan. Tom Pocho. Hello, man. Marley supported Spurs because he liked Aussie's dribbles. Hey, well, he's got taste, doesn't he? He's got taste, Aussie. Oh, I used to love watching Aussie play. I was so glad when I started going in 84, 85 that Aussie came back from his loan. He went to Paris Saint-Germain when the Falklands War was on because Thatcher decided she didn't want Tottenham to win the league. So she started a war. That's the only thing that stopped us that year. But it's great seeing him come back. And even though a lot of the time I think he had a hernia problem. He was such a cool dude, Ozzy Ardiles, man. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. My favourite player, Ozzy Ardiles. World Cup winner. How about that? Oh, Hotspur. Bob Marley in Tottenham. Oh, in Tottenham. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that won't be... He's probably been in Tottenham. Well, yeah. Hang on. I can see green encroaching on my camera again. Oh, how can I do this without making myself go full yellow? Because I could do it like this. Ooh. Just, what can I do? Can I do that? No. Saturation. Ah, there we go. That'll do for another 2 minutes until the sun comes over a bit more. Righty. Doop-a-doop-a-boo. Spurs all the way. That's what I want. Let's have a look. Let's see here. Where's my megaphone? There we go. Oh, no, not that one. Thought I had one. No? Ah, well, we'll do. Where is it?
Spurs all the way!
Gee, Paul. Golly, gee whiz. I switched on the live chat with the last word on Spurs just now, and the negativity towards Ange is absolutely shocking. I'm absolutely sick of it. I just don't watch it, man. Don't watch it. From what I can gather, that 99% of Spurs fans don't comment or don't talk about Tottenham on YouTube or social media or anything, and they're all right. Just 1% of loud experts. I know. Yeah, well, all the I don't know, man. There's a lot of channels. Well, anyway, you know, people do what they do. Anyone can do what they do. It's a great pick. If it's real, man. Internet, man. Darius Torbertson, 77. You're thinking of Tommy. Oh, Tommy Hutchison. Yes, of course. Yes. See? I don't mind this sort of thing. That's a good pull-up. Like, it's not that I've cocked up a word and someone said, oh, I think... No, important information. It's Tommy Hutchinson, Mo and everything. That's why I was thinking. I was a bit surprised because he was about 80 when he was playing in that game. So I'm thinking, bloody hell, well done on him being around. I mean, his marbles are gone if he's putting Tottenham down, but yeah, Tommy Hutchinson, got it. Spurs all the way. People just love putting the boot in when Ange loses. Yeah, well, thankfully, it doesn't happen very often, does it? So that's good. Because by my reckoning, we're doing exactly the same as we did last season so far, which I get it, is disappointing results-wise, but we're not doing worse. And if we beat West Ham, we'll be doing better. So there you go. I did see a thing, was it live on Spurs? They did some sort of spreadsheet, and it said something like Ange is doing better than Klopp and all that lot in his first 45 games. I don't really use that as any measure myself. I just look at my eyes and see what I'm seeing on the pitch, and I'm seeing good stuff. Seeing very good stuff. Tom Lowry, shame we can claim Jill, Scott Heron, who was a Celtic fan. Hey, man, I mean, I saw a Celtic, man. You got Rod Stewart. Bloody hell. I mean, it's a bit all weird, isn't it? The old Rod Stewart Scotland thing, because he ain't Scottish. I don't know, but he's a Celtic fan. There's a good clip of him. Actually, you would know. Oh, you're in Glasgow, Tom Lowry. Do you ever watch Limmy? Brian Limond? Limmy? I think he's fantastic. I think he's brilliant. I watch quite a lot of his Twitch stream clips, and he showed a clip when Rod Stewart was helping out with the Scottish FA doing the draw for the SFA Cup, and he might have had a little bit of a tipple before the cameras went live. It was quite funny. Yeah, Limmy's brilliant. I love Limmy. He's such a funny, cool guy. Oh, sorry, and here we go. Settle down, everyone. Morning, Paul. And he's late again. Hey, there's no alarm clock here, man. There's no meeting reminder. Oh, God, that's horrible, eh? God, you know, when I was doing all that shit, I used to have to just block out things in my calendar just so people just leave me the bloody hell alone for a few hours every day. It's like, no, I can't do any meetings. I've got a meeting in my head. And then just go and sit in the toilet for 3 hours. No, I didn't do that, but I could have. Late again. Has the meltdown reached critical mass yet? Critical mass, you say? Well, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Where has it got? Are you suggesting that it's all gone Spursmageddon out there? Can't find my thing. It's not very exciting. I don't know where it is. Hey, but anyway, sorry. Critical, as the meltdown reached critical mass, yet starting to think, I don't know the meaning of the word supporter. Look, the times have changed. Times have changed, Isarium. Supporter just means you know more than everyone else. And you just shit on everything. It's not a Spurs-specific problem. It's the nature of YouTube, I think. And, you know, there's plenty of people out there that make a load of mileage out of slagging off their own clubs. That's what they do. It's weird. I find it weird. Very strange. Immaculate vibes only, and big up to Jacob, coming you Spurs. Yeah, man. Well, Jacob's, yeah, I watched Jacob. That's about it, really. Jacob, Leo, bit Irish on Spurs, about it, man. Yeah, the others I just skim at, and even that I can't be bothered because I know what they're all saying. They've just gone absolutely nuts, though, haven't they, with their Ange out stuff? I mean, they're just vindictive, horrible, nasty bastards. Crazy. Yeah, at least Ange, when he's saying it's unacceptable what's happening at the club, he's saying, yeah, but I'm going to do something about it. Not like all their hero, Antonio Conte, who said it's unacceptable, I'm going to Italy, fuck this. Ange is here for the long haul, man. Ange is going to help us. Rob, wait! Rod's dad was Scottish, yeah. And so he through and through, passed the bug on to his Cockney son. Yeah. Tom Larry, yes, no, Limmy, not personally. Very good. Yeah, brilliant. Very, very funny. Round table talk. Afternoon, y'all. Hello, man. Nice to see you. Tom Larry, live in Glasgow. Since you probably hate me saying it like that, don't you? Sorry. Glasgow. Brought up in Bradford. Oh, right. Dad side of the family from Tottenham. So born a Spurs fan. Hey, man, you got the best of both worlds there. It's not a bad combo, I reckon. And you'll get to see Tottenham smash Rangers soon. So how good's that, eh? That's pretty cool. There's Barrow just back from walkies. There's a reference like that. They'll keep the kids watching. And you're on again. Yeah, I know. Well, I've had a sleep. Withdrawal symptoms? No, I just woke up full of pep today. I don't know. I'm feeling good. I think I'm over my flatness from the bloody weekend and 2024 shit. So I'll just say hello. Doesn't hurt, does it? All up, no down. I mean, the worst can happen is I come on and do a stream and no one watches, and then I just stop that's that. But it turns out people are watching, so that's pretty cool, eh? Right. Sorry about the misinfo. Actually, it was Rod's dad was a Hibs fan. Oh. Well, Rod saw the light, didn't he? Michael Langley, Paul. Morning, Paul and all. Morning, Michael Langley. Hope everyone's tickety-boo out there today. Tom Larry, nasty bastards indeed. Oh, Tom even goes further. Arrogant pricks. Yeah. There's a cohort. Now. Okay. See, I'm hearing this word, cohort, being used all over the place in kind of a pleasant way. Like it's kind of become a synonym for entourage. And it feels weird in my brain when I hear that on the news. Oh, they're cohorts. Because I always think of cohorts as something being a bit sinister and seedy. So you're right. This is how I like to hear the word cohort. There's a cohort of this fan base I despise. Yeah, well, you know, what can you do, eh? What can you do? The only thing we can do is keep winning. That's it, isn't it? Yo, sorry, and Hibs wore the green hoops originally, I understand. Oh, is that right? Well, they are, I think they are of a similar persuasion, are they? I can't remember. I think they are. Hibernian? Can't remember how it works. Don't want to put my foot in it. Hail, it's Celtic in any case, that's right. First British winners of the European Cup in 1967. Great game of football. If you want to watch something cool during the international break, have a look at that one. Or have a look at Spurs Cup Winners' Cup 1963 final against Atletico Madrid. No plan B in that game. Oh, no, sirree. What a team. What a team we were. What a team we will be. We're on the march back up again. On the march back up again. Yeah, I'll see something here. Oh, in tech news, it's Tesla's robo-taxi day coming on soon, in which they'll reveal a prototype and say it'll be ready next year, which will be bullshit, because it never will. Self-driving cars, what are they about bollocks? I can't see the point in that. I'm cheap, I'm a driver, I don't cost as much as $1 billion supercomputer, do I? Oh, has Alistair Gold done his ratings for the weekend? He has. Oh, he usually gives players higher ratings than they deserve. So let's have a look. He's got Vicario, 8. Hang on. What's he doing here? Is this... Oh, his season ratings. Okay, Alistair Gold's season ratings. Okay, that's fair enough. 8 for Vicario. I'd get that. Porro, 7.5. Yeah. Romero, 6. Oh, I'd give him more than a 6. Von der Ven, 8. What? What do you have to do to get a 9 in this guy's book? Dragashin 4.5. I mean, that's a bit harsh as well, isn't it? Udogi 5.5. I think Alistair Gold's turned. He usually gives everyone a 10 for showing up. Jed Spence 7.5. Ben Davies 4.5. I think that's a bit rough as well. I thought he's had a couple of good games. Archie Gray 6. Papa Matasar 6.5. Is Alistair Gold? Maybe Alistair Gold's continuing from his summer clout blitz, where he kind of went off the journalism highway a little bit into the realms of fanciful speculation. Well, I think he might be getting a bit, controversial. Pat Matasar 6.5. Fair enough. Yves Basuma 6. I'd give him a 7. Betancourt 7.5, yeah. Madison 8.5. Berival 6. Oh, Kulisevsky 9. Okay, there we go. Sonny 7. Timo 5. Mikey Moore 7. Brendan Johnson 9. Okay. Dominic Solanke 8. Yeah. Richarlison NA. And then we've got a few NAs. And then was he given a Ange at the end of it? He doesn't give Ange a number. What's his assessment? 6 wins out of the first 10 games. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, 7. There we go. 7. There we go. 7 for Big Ange. All right, let's have a look here. What we got here? Tom Lowry, yeah, Hibs okay. Heart's definitely not. Yeah, I thought that was the right way around, but I didn't want to commit. I was a bit scared of that one. Anyway, that's Edinburgh. That's not even proper Scotland, is it? I think it's Edinburgh, isn't it? That's where all the English people live. There's Barrow Donovan from the previous live stream as his first post up. Oh, does he? Oh, right, because he hadn't put anything up. So head over on Hippies and subscribe. Yeah, Donovan Osterreicher, Canadian Spurs boy. Just started a new channel. He got the HH boost and quadruplist subscribers. What did he go from 2 to 8? Well, hey man, another quad is on. Oh yeah, let's see what he does. See what he does. Let's see what the kid's got. Hey, Woo Riders DJ, it's Derek. Derek's in the house. Oh no. It's all right. It's a friendly one. Don't worry about it. Starting to feel Hurricane Milton tonight. Oh, blimey. Midnight till noon tomorrow will be the peak of the hurricane. Prayers for all those in the paths. Yeah, man. I hope you come through it all safe. Hope everyone comes through it safe. It's horrible, isn't it? The weather's getting worse. I mean, I don't know how people can't see that. Crazy. Tom, Rangers and Chelsea fans are very similar. Yes. Yes, I concur with this. Both terrible. Yep. Yeah. We know what you mean. Horrible. Chelsea fans. Oh, scum. Scum. I mean, they've kind of been watered down since the oligarch criminal took over and just gave them all of Russia's oil money. It's the only way to get Chelsea to win there. So, you know, you had bright-eyed kids looking at Chelsea because they were winning things. So it's been watered down a little bit, but now that's all out of the way. They're going back to form again, Just Tory toffs, neo-Nazis, wankers. Peter Papa Dimitru, Scousey, hey, Peter. West Sussex. My niece is from West Sussex. No, I won't bother. Sorry, man. It's disrespectful. West Sussex. Oh, West Sussex. Okay, he's down under at the moment. Oh, right. If Ange was to change anything in the second half, what would it be? I don't know, man. I think, well, I saw Ben Foster's podcast and they were kind of the opinion, you know, when that happens to a team, what the bloody hell can you do? Bugger all. Because it all went to shit. And yeah, you could swap a player here or you could swap a player there. It ain't going to bloody salvage it, is it? I don't know, man. Yeah, you know, coulda, shoulda, would have. The result's the result. We will never know any counterfactuals on that one. It is what it is. Intensity dropped. Oh, for sure, man. 2-0 scoreline is always dangerous for a team's mindset. It's funny, this is something I hear. I don't agree with it. I just don't agree with it. I think 2-0 is a good scoreline to have. I get it what it is, though, yeah, because if a team gets 2-1, then they start thinking they've got a chance. I'd rather be 2-0 than 1-0, though. And I'd prefer to be 3-0. So it's kind of on the road to the right way, isn't it? But maybe that's what happened to us at half-time. You know, in this instance, 2-0, you think you got the game done. You're definitely on top of proceedings, and you got a bit cocky. We got a bit cocky. You're sorry, and unfortunate that Hearts also wear the maroon. Yeah. Of my Broncos, the state of origin teams, well, purple. I mean, I wouldn't say it's an evil colour. The preferred colour signifying royalty throughout the ages, but you know, you keep supporting your royal purple teams there, Yassarian, yeah. Oh, yeah. Broncos, what happened to the Broncos this year? They got cocky as well, didn't they? That seems to be, is that the vibe on the street? Because they had a great year last year and they just got a bit cocky. And the manager let them get a bit cocky. Because I thought they were destined for really good things this year, and bloody hell, man. It's a funny old thing. It's a fine line between, and I've done it myself when I've competed in sport. When I've had a real good patch of form, I think I'm brilliant, and then suddenly you're not. It's not a conscious thing, you know. You don't intend to take the piss or whatever, but you just get, I don't know, a bit ahead of yourself. It's weird. You got to stay level, man. You got to stay level. Wheel Riders DJ, if need be, I'll use my craft to fly people to safety. Oh, Bob Lazar Airways. Get an evacuation happening. Or maybe you've got a teleporter with element 115. Bob Lazar, what a weirdo. What a weirdo. I find it amazing that people look at Bob Lazar and think, yeah, that's a credible man that isn't full of shit. What's more likely? Aliens or Bob Lazar's bullshitting? You be the judge. No aliens out there. That's why Tottenham Hotspur are the greatest football team the galaxy has ever seen. Tom Lowry, maybe those player ratings are from some arbitrary date. Yeah. Well, that's what we could do, isn't it? You just pick a date in time that crosses competition boundaries. Like last season is still relevant in some way. Hard to tell these days. It is. It's a mystery, isn't it? It's all like, you know, throwing bones into a pile and seeing what pictures come up. Yes, sorry, and that Chelsea Rangers comparison certainly puts things in perspective for me. Yeah, dude. Vermin. Like, you know, I'm going back to, this is the 80s. So, hey, you know, I might be completely wrong, and maybe everyone's full of peace and love in Chelsea and Islington these days, but they bloody well weren't when I was going to go see football. Absolute racist bastards. And as evidence, I would just say that whenever Chelsea used to go to away grounds, they used to graffiti swash stickers. So, you know, oh, everyone calls us racist. Just so, no, look, if you're spraying swastikas around the place, I think you might be a Nazi. Just a thought. Michael Langley, good lesson in mental toughness. Well, maybe it's the... Are you saying it's the lesson we needed to have, Michael? Maybe. We'll come back from it, though. We'll come back bigger and stronger and better and faster. Ronnie, hello, man. We got Ronnie, another member of the Hotspur Hippie community. Thank you very much for your support, man. Hello from Kentish Town, London. Pete Smith, all Ange had to do was tell the players to drop back a bit and hit the Brighton on the counter. I think they tried doing that themselves and fucked it up, man. So I disagree with you. I think we should have hammered and kept at them the same way we kept them at them in the first half, because that got us 2 goals in front. Sitting back, going on the counter. We don't do that at Tottenham, man. We don't do that at Tottenham. I know you might have been used to seeing that for a few years. That's not what we do here. Did you have typos? I didn't see it. I don't notice any typos, man. Don't worry about it. Paul G. Hey, man. Good evening, Paul and all. Or one and all. Yeah, evening, man. Derek, Bob Lazarus a goof. Oh, man, I thought you'd be into Bob Lazarus. He's a very weird. Daniel Skicluna, I just saw one Spurs fan on Twitter. Oh, God, here we go. Twitter, eh? Accuse Ange of having a loser mentality. Oh, dear, oh, dear. I'd love to see him say that to Ange's face. You can't make this stuff up. Well, look, it's like, infinite number of monkeys with infinite number of typewriters. You're going to get a couple of twats saying stupid stuff. That's the problem. See, before social media, morons didn't have a voice. And I used to like the world that way, whereas now they all get together. Because there's always more of us than them, by the way. They're just a small percentage, because most people can't be bothered saying what they reckon on Twitter. Most people can't be asked. It's just the nutters. And because because there's about nearly 8 billion people in the world, you can, I don't know, any given topic, you can find 100,000 of people that are just weird about something, aren't you? I think that's what it is, isn't it? Just people have access to shout. What used to happen in the old days is these nutters used to shout, and they were called the village idiot and put in stocks, and people used to throw fruit and vegetables at them. I'd bring back those days, actually. Hey, Future Music, nice to see you. We laugh about Bob on the mothership. Oh, have you been feeding him duff info just to make him look silly, just to cover your tracks? That's it. So you are out there, but what you got to do is you just got to get in, to get people off the scent. You tell a few nutters some bullshit, and they go, and it just shoots everything, all the credibility about UFO or whatever they call it. What do they call it? UAP. I thought that was United Artists James Bond films, but a UAP apparently isn't a James Bond film anymore. It's a Naval Air Force picture of a duck flying and with using parallax motion. That's what it is. Oh, look at how fast it's going. It's not actually going that fast. It's called parallax. Oh, hang on. Ian Barron. Oh, hello, man. Good to see you. Ronald, I used to work in Broadgate Circle of Liverpool. You're talking to someone else there. It's nice to see old Darlow FC's Ian Barron back in. Edward White of Oz. Spurs need another winning streak to shut up the critics, all right? It's just around the corner, man. Just around the corner. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Ronald M. I'm sitting in my flat with my neighbour, who is a wet spam supporter. Well, is he going to be in for a hiding? A hiding in a week and a bit, or whenever it is. I'll be doing a watch along from the Surrey Hills Hotel. for that one, which I'm looking forward to. Could be a bit feisty. I hope we win, man. I hope we win. Luckily, maybe whenever I do it from the pub, Spurs will always win, because I've got a 100% record doing it from the pub so far. We beat Brentford. It was a good night, that was. I'm hoping I can continue as a good luck charm, because I don't want to go out to the pub and set all that up and then lose a game. That'd be shit. So, hey, Pete, that's football, isn't it? You can't ever tell. Bloody hell, we've been going 45 minutes. Good stuff. See what else is happening here. Oh, Ryan Mason. All right, let's see if there's a Ryan Mason update, because he might be going. I think this would be another good sign that things are changing at Tottenham. I don't really have an axe to grind with Ryan Mason, but a lot of people do, so I've kind of been persuaded by them, I'll say that. Any news? Is he going to Anderlecht? No, it's all news from a day ago. 13 hours, 9 hours. Anderlecht eyeing Ryan Mason swoop. It's a swoop. Wow, I love their use of language. He's in advanced talks to become Anderlecht's next manager. Good. Also, I don't really have that much against him, but he's part of what hasn't been working at Spurs. I'd say that. So a change is not a bad thing. Oh, well, everyone's nice and chilling here this morning. That's good to see. It's good to see. Don't forget, we've always got a little plug for that. Podcast news, by the way. I know you're dying to know how I'm going in Norway, because that's the only country my podcast is charting in for some reason. There's about 2 people that listen to it over there. Let's see how we're going. I did drop out of the chart for a second, but I'm back in it now. Hey, look at this. Hotspur Hippie is the 83rd most popular football podcast in Norway. Thank you very much, Norway. Hey! It's available on your favourite podcast player. I'll upload this after I finish here. Edward White of Oz. G'day, hello. People thinks Mason is a Levy mole. Yeah, I know. I think Jacob says that. I might have to have a chat with Jacob to find out more of his thinking on that. I'm not saying he's wrong or anything like that, but he seems pretty adamant on it. So I'm open to him persuading me. He could be true. It could be right. He's been there. Well, when you think of all the players that we've got rid of, he's kind of part of that cohort. And so for that reason, I don't mind seeing the back of him. But in his favour, I would say that when after Conte spat the dummy and bottled the Spurs job completely because he didn't want to be here in the first place, and Stellini with what was Stellini? What the bloody hell were we thinking? Put Stellini as assistant in as coach. Mind-boggling, isn't it? Anyway, thank God those days have changed. But when Ryan Mason took charge for a couple of games near the end of the season, I did see a big improvement. So that's the only thing I'll go on. But he probably is part of that whole, that lot that have all gone away now. So maybe it's time. You saw in advanced talks. So now they're using scientific language in discussion. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, they're probably using a language that isn't even English. Probably a more symbolic language based on smells and colours. That's the advanced talks we're talking about. Maybe they've been half bred with calamari or octopuses, and that's how they're talking to each other these days. It's weird. I don't get the world. I don't get the world, man. Something else I don't get. We've got another 10 days of this to go on, haven't we? Ange out! Players out! Levy out! Every fucker out! Sorry about that. I've got to fit in with the YouTube ecosystem, haven't I? So that's my token bit of anger. Get it out the way. Edward Wyeth was. I would concur. Norwegians have impeccable taste. Impeccable taste. Well, one of them does. I think looking at the figures, I don't. It's not actually that many downloads, but it's enough to get me into the charts in Norway. So I'll take it. That's cool. Thank you, Norway. Tusen Duk. Lee Smithy Smith. Big up, Hippie. Big up the Spurs and up the Oxford. How's Oxford doing this year, eh? Let's have a look here. How's Oxford United doing? Let's see if Lee Smithy Smith is happy or not. Oxford City. Table. No. They're non-league? What? Hang on, this can't be right. Oxford. Oh, there must be two Oxfords. Yeah, the Oxford United. There we go. I was looking at Oxford City. Sorry, man. Big mistake. Table. They're in the Championship 10th. Oh, that's respectable, isn't it? I thought I was expecting them to seem like way lower down than that. Okay. Well done, Oxford. Weird ground, Oxford. I remember that one. Weird ground. There was something weird about it. Can't remember why it was weird, but there was something strange about it. But that's what made football. Now all the grounds of, everyone's building new stadiums. They're all the same, aren't they? It used to be that almost every other ground was designed by Archibald Leach. Them were the days. Right on him. If we just didn't get rocky, bit of ambient noise coming through. Oh no, I've switched that fader off. If we just didn't get rocky in that second half, we would be rocketing. Need to concentrate. Yeah, I know, man. I know. We'll iron those things out. Jim Brennan says, all right, yep. Oxford are in the Championship. Yeah, I'll just look, man. 10th, that's all right. Not a bad first year in the Championship for a while. Well done. Oh, Sydney's going Troppo. Everyone's beeping their horns. Oh, like that does anything. Our stadium is shit. There's something. Is it a new stadium or is it? You've got it on loan or something like that, or you've moved, but there was an old one. What was the old one? It was like a big car park or something, wasn't there? I went there once. Oxford United. What was it? It's going to take me. I'll have to research this. It's playing. Manor Ground. The Manor Ground. That was the one. The Manor Ground. Not the silly new one. I've seen the new one on TV. The Manor Ground was. No, it was a cool old stadium. That was. Why did they bloody move there then? Taylor report. Blah, 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 blah. Antiquated. What is it? Dilapidated. Yeah, it was. It was shit. But loads of grounds were shit though. That was part of the appeal. Main Seaton was a beach road, home terrace thing. That was like, I used to like going around all the weirdo, all the little ground. Even White Hart Lane, man, was needed a bit of sprucing up. Well, it didn't need it. It was, the players need a PhD to play for Oxford. They just need 2 football boots and a winning mentality. The Manor Ground. There we go. Yes. No, not the Kassam. That's the new one. I haven't been to that one. I've been to the old Manor Ground, though. Sundi Patel. Greetings, Mr. Hippie. Greetings, Mr. Patel. Hope you're well. I'm all right, man. Up the Spurs. By far the greatest team in the known and also unknown universe. Oh, man, we've spread our tendrils of footballing goodness beyond the Milky Way into everything else. I think it's fair enough. I might have to upgrade it. Universe? I like Galaxy. Galaxy, I know it's smaller, but it sounds more spacey. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'd be arrogant, say universe. Just the Galaxy, that'll do, wouldn't it? Lee Smith. So Oxford United are moving again to Kidlington, I believe, to a new stadium. It's weird, isn't it? Football's weird these days. No permanent homes. I think Everton's new ground's going to be a load of old shit, isn't it? They'll probably sink into the water in 20 years' time. I can't believe that that's built for generations to come. I mean, look, Arsenal's ground, that's apparently falling to bits already. Just like their team, just like their morale, just like their goofball supporters. It's all going downhill. It's going down the shitter at Arsenal. Few people still watching. That's nice. Off season. I know people have got better things to do. I know I've got better things to do, but hey, I'm trying to build a channel here. It's hard, when there's no football or when we've just lost the game. That's what I hate. I mean, from a personally selfish point of view, when we lose, my channel just goes, so I want us to win. I've got skin in the game, as they would say. Or Jim Brennard's getting on some sauce. Nice way to spend the evening. Nice glass of, I don't know, Merlot, maybe. Merlot. Or is it wine out of a box? Wine out of a box. Nothing says classy more than wine out of a box. The bigger the box, the better. It's time to, don't forget, we're still on the Ange train. Yeah, that's it. Eking out the last few minutes. So I can say it's another hour's done. Oh, Shiraz. Ooh. Peppery, apparently. They say peppery. I don't understand wine. I don't get it. But some people claim to. Peppery overtones and notes of cigar box. Wine box. That's what you want. Wine box with a big foil sack in it. All right, folks, look. I know some people have just joined us. Hang on, let me see if there's anyone streaming. See if there's anyone streaming, because I keep forgetting to pass people on to play. I don't play the game, you see. Redirect. Let's have a look. Is there anyone who's like Jacob or anyone like that? Search videos from other channels. No, everyone's just upcoming. There's no one live in my subs. Oh, bloody hell, the chat's flooding in. Timmy L, peace and love, man. Peace and love. That's the only way. Shoshi, hello, man. How you doing? I'm doing tickety-boo. Tickety-boo. I've got a swagger in my stride today, man. Tom Larry, most other channels do well when we lose. I know. I know. It's all arse about face, isn't it? Hey, what can you do? Jim Brett, I've been avoiding Ange haters for the past few days. Hey, there's not many of them out there. There's not many. It's very easy to avoid them. You just don't look at Twitter. Don't look at some YouTube channels, and that's it. Job done. It's not like you bump into them walking down the street, is it? Or if you get together with Spurs fans in real life, that you'll bump into these people. Just little people sitting under a 15-watt light bulb in their bedrooms. I mean, I am in a bedroom here, but I give the illusion of something else. A friend of mine came over here and said, I can't believe something that looks so shit in real life looks so good online. It's a facade. Connolly, oh, whoops, it's all jumped around here. Rainmaker, it makes it easier when their football isn't on. Watching your podcast better than watching Last Word on Spurs and such like moaning and groaning. They've got really moany, haven't they? Really moany. Oh, I don't know, man. Because they were kind of one of the more positive channels, I think. Moany. I don't know, man. I don't want to be moany about the football team. Like, you know, it sucks when we lose, and I get it, and there's emotion, and you know, and I, you know, whenever I did my review, I just had a couple of hours sleep after the game, so you know, I like doing that though because it's raw. But I mean, it's always to be taken with a pinch of salt as well. You know, I love Brennan Johnson, says Colin Lynch. Yeah, me too, man. Always stuck by him. Brennan's awesome, yeah. Tom Lowry, Ali Gold is apparently on Last Word of Spurs tonight, but I've boycotted that. Well, I mean, it's not like you... Ali Gold is a rare resource on the internet. So he's got loads of his own stuff. Timmy L. Jacob's taking a little break. Is he? He streamed yesterday, didn't he? Not sure if international break or even when Spurs are back. Hopefully just for a week or 10 days. Tomorrow is World Mental Health Day. Be well, everyone. So it's one of those days where everyone pretends to give a shit about mental health. And when I say everyone, I mean the corporate world. Like there's this, it's probably a worldwide thing. There's this thing here, Are You Okay Day. So, you know, you go into work and you sit in your cubicle, you know, and then someone says, are you okay? And then you say, yeah, I'm fine, thanks. And that's it. Mental health. Tick. Done for another year. Evening, Gandalf.
You shall not pass.
How's life? It's all right, man. It's all right. Can't complain. Rainmaker, we lost a game. Rome wasn't built in a day. I know, it's a game. We won 5 in a row. It's brilliant, that, wasn't it? The only unfortunate thing is that we won the 5 in a row when we were playing 2 games a week, so it's only like 2 weeks of whee, and now we've got 2 weeks of funk, unfortunately. But it's all right. When we come back, we'll be better. Joshi, I don't get how some folks acting like we didn't have those 5 wins, I know, or saying they were 5 wins against crap teams. I mean, I think you get 3 points no matter what. And if you beat a crap team in a cup, you go through to the next round. It doesn't matter. A win is a win. You don't get 5 points for beating Liverpool and 1 point for beating Ipswich. You get 3 points, no matter what. Colin Lynch, 1 bad half does not define our season. No, of course not. Of course not. No. So now, a fellow with Last Word of Spurs on Sunday. But more fool for me going on there. Yeah, I mean, it was one of those ones I used to... So after a game, I'd watch or listen to, as I'm trying to fall asleep, either Chris Cowling or Last Word of Spurs, depending on the guest they had on. But I don't know. I kind of don't do that anymore. Lee McQueen and Jason, the only tolerable guys. I don't know who else they have on. I mean, if Jar Wobble's on anything, I'll watch him, and I don't care if he's negative or whatever, because he's really funny and his heart's in the right place. So I love Jar Wobble. Hashtags. Oh, yeah, I saw another hashtag. What was it? Hashtag Ange is a clown. Oh, my God. I mean, these people just don't know what they're talking about. Anyway, I don't want to start banging up other channels too much, you know. So we'll pass on the next ones that mention other channels. Johnny Bethnal Green, hello, man. Evening, Paul. Evening, Smithy Geezer. I hope your kids had a fun day at school. That's the best that I can hope. Fun. What an old bollocks school is. Goat Father. I prefer Pancake Day. Yeah, at least that does something tangible. You get a pancake. Mental Health Day gets me down. Yeah, it's the way it's all handled, isn't it? It's the way it's all handled. I mean, you know, not that I know much about mental health. Oh, maybe I do a bit. Yeah, the way it's regarded, it's still, nah. There isn't a person out there, I think. And I think, you know, I think society's to blame for a lot of it. I think society's to blame. Whenever I've been to countries that, you know, Western people would sneer at, sure, they don't have as much money, but I don't think they're on antidepressants. They seem happy to me. They seem really cool people. It's just us, you know, pressures. Everyone's got bloody huge mortgages, and it's horrible out there at the moment for people. And you know, because corporate companies are run by psychopaths. They don't give a shit about you. Jim Brenner, I still believe we'll win the Europa League. I'm with you, man. I think we've got a good shot at that one. Oh, it'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'd love that one. Timmy L, you guys in Aussie desperately need... Oh, don't you bring up World Cup qualifications. Desperately need a win in World Cup qualifications tomorrow versus China. I'm looking forward to some potch time with America. Yeah, I think that's quite exciting for a European Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles team. I think that's exciting times for them. Although Australia, look, we've got Tony Popovich taking over the team. I think he's good. But the rest of the organisation in Australia is shite. So there's only so much one man can do. Good luck to him, man. Good luck to him. But, I mean, if Australia don't qualify for the World Cup, it might not be a bad thing. It might cause changes to occur. Because it's a bit like Tottenham, you know, in previous years. You know, as long as you get into the top four, it don't matter about trophies. It don't matter about shit. Australian national football is like that in that as long as we qualify for the World Cup, nothing else matters. And that's not the way it should be. So maybe Australia needs to go through a little bit of pain for changes to happen. But on the other hand, I hope Popovich has some success. He's a good guy. A user, super chat flooding in. Yay, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I like to tell everyone I'm the non-materialistic hippie, but I do like coining it in because I do like buying food and paying rent and shit like that. So thank you very much. G'day, Paul, says a user. Hope you're all well. Peace. That's it, man. Peace. Thank you very much, man. Joshi Solanke back in the English national team. Yeah, saw he's praising Ange in an interview. Well, you know, he's got to keep his place, hasn't he? I mean, it's funny when they ask players. It's not like they're going to say, oh, no, shit, don't get on with him. He's got weird ideas. But he seemed genuine when he praised Ange, so that's all right, man. Timmy L, what are some of those countries you visited, if I may ask? Well, I mean, you know, I said, like, okay, less money. So I'm not saying worse countries. I'm just saying less money. That's all, which to me is not a measure. But I've been many countries in the world that I thought have been great. Mexico, Bosnia, Egypt. I mean, those ones strike me as having less money. But I mean, there's places like Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, you know, which are sort of have got a bit more money. But I've been around some very poor areas in some very poor countries, and even poor area, less affluent players in this very country. I go out there, and there's a big stigma about certain areas of Sydney. You know, rough. It's like the Wild West. No, like whenever I'm working out there, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. It's where I go to the posh, affluent areas. That's where I have trouble. So, you know, materialism is not the answer, but humanity has not learnt that yet. We still just dig up shit, burn it, you know, fuck about with stuff. You know, I look at some, you know, traditional Aboriginal ways of life, and I mean, they had it sorted, man. 65,000 years. Perfect harmony with the land, man. Perfect, prosperous in whatever way you want to measure prosperity in their terms, you know. It's not materialism or, you know, capitalism, but they got on with shit with 65,000 years, managed the land par excellence. And we come over and 250 years later, it's all fucked. So, you know, I mean, we have really destroyed Australia. You know, the salination in the river systems. You know, what we've done, it's terrible, man. Just to earn a quid. It's not worth it. Tom Lowry, you're a solid bloke. Much respect, brother. Well, you know, thanks very much, man. Respect to you too. Respect to everyone. Quincy B, good evening, everyone. As usual, I'm pretty sure I've just tuned into the end. Well, it was coming to the end, but it seems to have taken off again, and I am procrastinating about going out to work. But because it's daylight savings, I don't mind starting late because finishing late, the sun's still up now. Joshi, I'm excited for the World Cup to be in America. Well, that's one thing I might be hoping to do is go out to Mexico for the World Cup, base in Mexico. But we'll see how things go. To be in America, I hope there's one by me in DC. Yeah, I've been around America a fair bit. So Mexico would be the place for me to watch the World Cup. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Canada's cold. Jim Brinter, I live in Ohio. I think the closest World Cup venue is Chicago. Georgie, I heard they're splitting it up. Some games in Mexico and Canada as well. Yeah, it's weird. It's a three host country World Cup, but because there's now like 500 teams in the World Cup, it don't matter, does it? I mean, they might as well just say, oh, sod the qualifications to World Cup because no one likes international football for the rest of the time. And they just, you know, they just have a piece of paper. And, you know, and you can just sign your country up and turn up. Because it's going to be, is it 48 teams? It's going to 64. I mean, how many countries in the world are there? What, 200? You might as well just say, 200, bugger it. And then you have like a week of knockouts before, you know, it gets serious instead of all this farting about, qualifying, getting people's hopes up. Because England always do seem to qualify quite well and then we're just rubbish when we get to a tournament. Just let everyone in, sod it. Jim Brenner, are you a Midnight Oil fan? Not really, but I'm not saying that. I like some of their songs. You know, Beds Are Burning and all that. Spurs King, do you know Spaniard? No, I don't know him personally, but I've seen his stuff on YouTube. I think he's a cool guy. I saw a video he did about Redfern. And Redfern is a place I frequently end up in the Uber. No problem at all. No problem at all. No one gives me any shit round there. And, Redfern is one of those places where, you know, years, because my first, I'd say like my first 15 years in Australia and Sydney were living the white middle-class Anglo lifestyle. And so when you're in that world, you sort of, don't go to Redfern. Ooh, don't go to Redfern. It's where all the dangerous people live. Fuck. Nothing of the sort. Well, I'm not saying people don't have challenges down there, but just don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. You'd be surprised how far that gets you in places when you're traveling in the world. Just don't be a dick. Just be cool. So, yeah, I like Spanian, like his work. Good channel. Timmy L. Oops. All right, now I've procrastinated long enough. I've got to get out and earn some bleeding money. Thank you very much for the bleeding money that a user has sent me in as a super chat, though. That's always helpful. Thank you very much, man. Hey, look. We got there. Another day can almost be crossed off. The pause between before we play football again. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed and liked and all that sort of stuff. And thanks to the chat for keeping it going, because I always come empty-handed with nothing. So it's what we create together. If you're listening or watching it, if you're watching it on YouTube or listening to it on your favourite podcast channel afterwards, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. Nice to have you around. And as always, peace and love, man. Peace and love. And come on, you Spurs. Engage.